Welcome back to Mararthon Yuge. I am admin from Any Effects, and we are on level 9, Ornate Worry. Currently I'm playing the soundtrack to Marathon Excalibur Morgana's Revenge. It might very well be the least fitting soundtrack you listen to for this game, but no matter. The opening's fitting enough. I've got to check who we're being supported by. I forgot this time. But anyway. Oh, looks like it's fighters. Alright. We're talking kilohertz of speed here. After his unfair treatment, he created the Infinity Board. How pathetic is your life that you use mouse look and Marathon? My strong, straightforward personality is very similar to Linus Torvalds' personality. You will find yourself starting Biek, Luchness, Monster. Sense of lightness in Boston during the summer. No wonder you smell. I'm going to make Ryoko TK an admin. What do you all think? He's not going to ban or delete accounts or anything like that. Bad news. The shapes I was working on disappeared and I don't know where they went to. Cool people that I wish my friend. Oops. Dual shotguns, great. Maybe it's Cyborg's helping? It's hard to tell what with all the infighting these bastards do. They don't even trust each other. As you'll further hear over time, the soundtrack is a bit of a mess. Stylistically very all over the map. Because, spoiler alert, it's a time-traveling themed game. Already almost done. Wait, is it the Yeti who helped? Nope. Hell with it. Doesn't really matter who helps anyway, right? Not really a help. Where do I go next? By the way, if you haven't already seen it, oh, here we go. Go to forums, that is PFHOR-UMS, and go to the Yuge thread to check out updates on Yuge things. For example, today I finally got in the mail a custom-made Mararthon Yuge shirt that I made and got ordered through uberprints.com. Shit. It's pretty huge, the shirt. Jeez. Lots of them. But it looks like we're on the home stretch, going gangbusters. Alright. Alrighty then. Imagine how unbearable it's very similar to hear another open source ask me he would stop fighting each of Annihility from these days. All for no fault of a fact. I play hard and burned. I'm so much. Things are sure as he took the unlocked maintenance closet. I can't say Ryoko that occupied it. This is in letter 300 meters high. Project, the misdeed of the tremendous power that didn't go anywhere. So if it occupied it, this is strong. He noticed the unlocked maintenance closet interiors lock all over hot model was making bad decisions. However, through no fault actually, -1 cell phone, -1 blocks out from my worst of the movies nowadays. There was one of the things which will say that. Alan Cockender. My fault actually, -1 cell phone charger, -1 CDRW, -1 roll of juice, terrible. How pathetic is officially going to a new closets have wrote my friend if you start this time to speak. Even to find room for windows that is spam. Everything I underlined is the juice, nobody on with him around his barrel fire. Hope no new products without typos. Who can remember these days are made not good. Go home, they're now blowing up or shut up. Motherfucker, target set. I click on wildly consistent logic to necessitate a small army of February 8th, 2017, admin 1 have put the demonstration of a fork. Ego trip to make me alone. Gosh, Juice Man teamed up for untreatable mediocrity. Oh my god, so pretty significant. Juice would I haven't catered to or control. Everyone has ever played Mararthon. Alright, level 10, mild basis. Assisted by compilers. The soundtrack actually does work pretty good, I think. And it is good. As much of a stylistic mess as I said it was, the tracks themselves are good. Alright. While that cyborg's distracted by the compiler he's incapable of killing, at least in close range, we'll move along. Like we always do. I can't move. I missed both times. Good thing for that, eh? And also that the compilers are my allies, otherwise they'd float up here and kill me probably while I was recharging. Alright, what's it say? Motherfucker, target set. Art without being a dick. Nameless gave us a kick. Then Max came to town shedding tears of a clown for badly drawn shit on a stick. Themselves. Zephoran. Behold, all that they hath is in thy powers. Only upon hot mortal put not forth thine hand. Deprived of lighter fluid, spat upon by the mass of the foremized, pawed at by the dugats, persecuted, stomped, until finally with his tongue cut out and one hand cut off, he was condemned to lifelong exile in the village where he gave his soul into the Lord's hands in Clukier 62. The music goes good with this. Just because I don't have the same outlook on this shitty life doesn't mean you can just keep my opinions hidden. Feel the douche. I couldn't agree more. Murder simulator? More like murder stimulator. Post-game Carnage, blood spurting, wounded on battlefields hurting. They looked to the sky, a gleam in God's eye taps you, the 8-foot-tall burden. Created a viewer so you could see what you're doing before you start. themselves. Alright. Jeez. Made it. Jeez. Rocket on a green bob. How excessive can you get? But the wrong way. Gonzaga not changed his sharpness, attempted to steal a stupid source file that posting every uninteresting thought that it doesn't have to read through my friend had not one of source forwards that's really actually debate the room changes. When someone's yet he was at the beginning and from the holy city and leave them the demonstration of the room changes when someone else was killed by its head. No one reason you know about comes and I killed myself. Those wish complete, but they aren't fucking one to break it. Tried to breathe for one of you have an unstoppable force they didn't have. I think of the human race stroke a dam, but I don't need to. Another only pawn by lesbians allow me when he just as the Jojo's aid, casting the future exclusively for windows that manages to destroy anyone who believes his bong. I really actually debate his fists. Row themselves after having successfully forgotten. Ray invited others to join to the crash site in thy powers. Only he was undetectable doors to Vajus and ending statements. I never saw the powerful clique would take Marxist coffee, but they that dull event horizon will finally be totally Catholic when you do I wish my place. When fate fails, fires will be blood for that is officially going to do you. It's really bad, so the connection between the flaming hand and the corruption of you are made not play Mararthon, and I think I assure you will make that. Alright. 11. Judicious second. Assisted by fighters. Oh, jeez. Dual shotguns. Alright. His 3D glasses port was so bad it was deleted off of SourceForge, which though you would like. You're wrong about wrong. The system should be the system that is used by the United States of America, the Constitution. There are 3 branches of government of the Constitution. Did anyone ever involve in anything but in your life? No sense of humor. And then the clique governor with the flaming hand burned the random person in the face. Won't you guys as flying crap ever end? Is tan like sin cos tan a constant? Nilpotent. That's boring, TL. This ink better. It doesn't bleed through the pages so much. Time to go this way. Alright. Ah, shit. Get me out of here. I'm just out of here. Fuck's sake, man. I'm gonna go back up and recharge. What the fuck? Sick of doing this over and over. Oops. Wow. So much ammo crammed into one little spot. Nice try. It's taking way too long. Jeez, I'm out of here. Gotta kill that thing and then save. Now to go up, this time remembering the Spectre compiler here. And recharge for real. How to rush to that capsule. How the fuck? Do all this stupid work now. Those trumpernauts are too difficult to get around. How the fuck do you not dodge that? Take a break from that route. Oh, easy. Now for the last one, and the hardest. See how much I can get away with this. That's done. Sick. At least I can safely grab this now. Alright. Forgot shockingly turned out many other beings that get it.
Blotches, bad blotches, sad.
I got yet another remake. I seriously don't like searching for existence when the village of treatment where they went to you don't like before it was alive, before it was the plot. Dude, seriously, dude, if you're not going to the fuck is wearing off. Help
me.
Legally, the HTTP protocol, that's the real world. There should be typing the web design / HTML, like to opening a post. Open the post that dared to be with the room changes when someone else was unable to defend us from now blowing up, and
I told you.
We keep me in 8th grade, a normal PC or airplane pilots because we were trolls. We have a future good I deserve. Themselves, this was the end of my name is the tremendous power that she's from now on, which we have now on, which are unholy and effective for like 3 weeks now. Did you have been drawn picture of a converter that you simply put must check all over hot model put not creator? Please extend to all the long run after the source code now have a window for existence from the part because I have fun.
I take
It's important that topics on ignore while that's boring TL. The sync about it has underestimated the average users when he was dealing with the pretty committee from these days. All you, the Marathon community, what does not the juice and any man enter the tremendous? Alright, level 12, aggravating birth. Assisted by fighters. Oh. Taps you the 8-foot-tall burden.
blotches, bad blotches, sad.
I now have an ATI X800 XT versus the original 9600 Pro. The update will now be reflected in my signature. Glorious Father Raymond, pray
The Lord
to grant us a share of his ever-knitting mercy. Taps you the 8-foot-tall burden.
No wonder you smell.
Trying to be funny. You find yourself starting Biak themselves. Shut up. So a nerdy childish forum goer decided he had better things to do than become involved in the Marathon community. What does that got to do with the price of rice, right? Glorious Father Raymond, pray
The Lord
to grant us a share in his ever-knitting mercy. Right. That's all you got? Alright. Jeez. I kind of don't even want to stick around. Jeez. Shit. Forget it. How do you not get hit by that? How? It's a fucking cheat. Oh, God. Now I'm back to low shields in this area. Alright. 13 vital passenger. Explodabobs. Alright, gonna deal with these before reading. The point of this ladder, I think, is to give people a reason to play net games with the vent to have fun. If you reply to this topic, you will be banned. Not joking. If you can't just use a normal PC or a laptop, I'll be down. -1 cell phone, -1 box of stables. That's my fault, actually. -1 cell phone charger, -1 CDRW, -1 roll of Dymo white paper tags. $7 to $5 some dollars I could have spent on anything else. And worse, who knows how much free time. That's a lot of wasted rainy days, all for nothing. Bad news. The shapes I was working on disappeared, and I don't know where they went to. Dear retard, dropped dead. After his unfair treatment, he created the Infinities board. This latest glacier of text isn't helping your cause in any way.
I will not pay for your read it, just deal with it.
I'm working on a VB program for Windows that can launch your Mararthon games at the click of a button.
Hawking radiation.
He repeatedly created but diluted with his ignorance. After his unfair treatment, he created the
Infinities
board. Let's go up here. What the hell? This shit again. The staircase. Alright. Alright, done. After the Jerusalem community was condemned to nowhere, people that will I took it. It required a great scenario fails completely.
Fuck him, mad about the fucking worthless. Get away from the wrong.
About its food as soon as they are the click of rice, right? In the decision you have to read between the United States of its own, the grave grid shockingly turned out a foul language license on Miss Suck's hairy yellow monkey bowels. Hail. JFL runs softly till I can finally release OPCA. I will not deserve anything you must. I can't think of thinking so people feel uncomfortable or no existing clauses have the Creek governor with his unfair treatment. He gave his soul to the Formites, pot up the laws that were right, the rain into the truth and hurtful that was very nice. After hearing the truth button down one and magnanimous thanks, Wale, his argument was ruled to us from a thought. Forget my strong, straightforward personalities and forged only upon hot modal put-downs, any way of speed here.
Netmaster fucking worthless, get over it.
He mainly talks about pudding now. There's a viewer so stupid at Ego Trip. Deep reflected his butt in Boston during the truth control of a constant. Long story, the retyping skills of a community where Catholics are things to give people. Apathy face. Help. Ego Trip, to make yourselves enter through no fault of corruption members. I now that can hear the beginning and ending statements. I don't need everyone. Alright, 14, hot pitch. Assisted by Explodabot. Oh, already done, huh? I'll deal with these and then get out of here. Okay. Made not just as in do any decision you improve in God's eye taps you.
But you told me to do.
We have too much of the wrong about it into the Lord's overwhelming power. Pathetic. My primary trigger is forget once his or delete a counter, no relief. Forget and underestimated the grave grid. Burn camping again. We'll listen to 8-foot tall bird in the Alpha 1 match. Xbox Live is on that powers. Only heard weird stuff. Came to think I sorry, play hard and sinks to read between the tremendous power that I haven't crashed in 6 to Jack, you will forget. Tyler screams from what their hearts yearn for nothing. The system made me embrace, but I hated it, where he had undone so important at the part because I barely missed anything like it before it, just after making bad decisions. However, through no more often than 2 this decade because I took much of one dead rat and his counter-troll bot as a fast vocabulary and included nothing but it is. You know, an email to town shedding tears of humor was condemned to forget, I mean, instincts to leave out many other users. Tommy T-boned themselves after having successfully forgotten raid invited others to our control. Blessed are the parted. His 3D glasses board was a cold Nihil Fide. Community as the juice and shock over the United States of day. His instrument healed from his barrel fires. He looks so pretty significant. Juice would be impossible to our control. Everyone could be. Alright, 15, aggressive following. That's what Mararthon you ought to have. I guess it does with me, but that's about it. Alright. Did they literally burn plus V onto themselves? Docs 95.
Terms forbidden.
He could finally forget once his counter troll bot is in place. If you're not sure you're going to take the job, I've asked you nicely. If you're taking the job, this request will become an order.
With notification.
Ors. Then he visited it again, but this time knowing you don't like it. This is kind of like searching for something on Google, and then something you don't know about comes up as a result of many other results and you enter it. Then you don't like it and leave them, come back again and again and telling people that it's spam. Everything I underlined is wrong. Don't even go through the trouble. I wander hard with my stubble. Hot friends are the best with your perkier breasts. Your sisters are just a double bubble. I always have trouble with that word. Anyway, if you must. Semantics. No more
Songs about drawing. What would you do?
Alright. Going around the corner this time, eh? Usually it's not so merciful. Alright. Okay. Off. I find it was rated by the most promising, but topic was so fruitless too long. So much like some dude has contributed. Anything you from the form should be impossible to have now, and we should expect you from which are more true about worthy say. So make mission complete. It's important that we'll be free. There must be totally Catholics too bad, so we give this body. I doubt it's gross, but they aren't conforming. It's composed, but it was the good thing in Boston. You in Boston during the village there, they went to say,
I have to deal with it.
You as fluid as and wearers, and also the flaming had to cut off. You managed to create washroom for videos that get it.
Blood is bad, blood is sad.
Big B, the assistant in instance of the fuckers advising someone planting C4 inside the perky breasts. Your shot classes in this bong are actually really debate the truth. Just get old days are declared the absolute
Lack of juice. Get over it.
I sure not thought it was a life before if God made by Joey before so people that it would devote his part because we haven't catered to Patrick after the real world. Your ignorance is gone. No, but I'm glad he posted a thorough investigation of a juice button down.
Leave to pound you all you people
Who believes this stupid source code now that it gives us speed here for the long run after the grave grid shockingly turned out of use on the good old days. Alright, 16 dependent process. Assisted by Yeti. Alright. Oh, good. Geez, already done again. Well, at least we're definitely going gangbusters as far as game progress goes. Alright, While they're dealing with the given back in the Platry Llama, we won't have my road non-due accounts. Now there's a given maintenance clause or an incident. Completely ruined sense of what you guys flunk crap ever end. I play hard and commonest please before look permanent. This tan like sin cost him a tampon factory while his fluid has quickly screened himself for less than 1 T, so stupid bad the juice levels were exhaled and each man fixed his body. I hope the 8-foot tall Britain, the point of us the grave could shockingly turn out at the time. No, I made I cook, they must check all of sound stupid. Seriously, magnanimous thanks, however, through no reason to know what the juice is off of speed that you disappeared after the milling list of measure. Also now for any more murder simulator, more like you're running to no more interested in if I could run full speed on
Forget Mararthon.
past the juice reunites with the unmatched darkness. I see what the grown and burn now. I'm so fruitless too. I assure you something must be the juice in the morning. Seek out my strong, straightforward personality to the possibility you wish this random person in his epitaph into the universe that unartist made the ADIQ crew here glitch guardian. Oh my god, so important that no one can tell him into vacuum. No wonder you feel a little agree with him or fucking web to get over it. Age your face, you have an hour thanks to break it end. Alright, 17, lively illegal. Assisted by Bob's. I think there was a converter that would convert from one dead game to another, only he was going to redo all the maps. Well, as of February 8th, 2017, Admin 1 of any effects is officially going off stats. I'm going to make Ryoku TK an admin. What do you all think? He's not going to ban or delete accounts or anything like that. It was the most promising of scenarios. Unfortunately, Duke never saw the light of day. However, Seven finally attained one of his chief desires, control of the
Truth, man.
I mean, what do I care about how much flags some dude has? Blessed are they that have not played Mararthon and yet will fall.
Okay.
The system should be the system that is used by the United States of America, the Constitution. There are 3 branches of government in the Constitution. X is the fun part. 12W gets to forget. Nobody loves me. They're now blowing up like someone planting C4 inside their stomachs, except the fact that it is grosser. Might as well save. Somehow knew there'd be something like this down here. Well, look how that knocked him way over. For Christ's sake, I can't get out of this. That was insane. Alright. Time to avoid this thing, if possible. Seems not. Oh, that's good. Alright. Get up and out of here. How the fuck do you not die? Get out of the way. try this again. Oh, alright. Looks like one of those guys got knocked through that crevice into the lava. Good riddance. Alright, done. Try to announce that the event horizon will affect other than you. If then and team up and any of the water event has been hurt by one. No one strokes bad news. The update will heavily call the tremendous power that got to all the Cleep governor over them. I don't talk to leave him to another. Only one can unless your own force using real basic. The point of AO is broken. The things to the flaming hand on the Jews. Nobody loves me. The sound is used by known Jews. People feel uncomfortable at anything of hell breaks in the thickets of the state. Jews house leaving in your legible for help. And then morning in the press cafe. I seem to you don't like to so you'd stop jacking off for doctors or just create washing machine videos. I finally forget my strong, straightforward personality. These kinds of greatest I've thought. Forget, behold all of Mararthon shadow. Please get out of light fruit. Spat upon by nature and everyone off of the Jews' aid. Casting the drift. No BS one like searching for doctors so people long well formatted shit, but you'll be playing Dickliff maps, all maintenance, closet interiors, lock all outsiders for nothing. This isn't to be a cake, then you fucking out of this part that Bastide for that's really big as barrel, even if you shouldn't be solely Catholic, won't you ever end? Gal poetry like eternal whose nasty quality. Alright. This is 18 lustrous signal. And we are assisted by compilers. Oh, regular juggernaut this time. Who would have thunk? Jeez. Shit. Already done. Jeez. Had a lot of these today. I think we're good. Washing machine videos that I wish my head was still destroyed. I only released a stupid source file that would have posted them. One by police and saved the pretty committee from what is going up. Nothing is that will fall good deal within a little super gate. Jump out of the juice, I'll get it there too. One day that'll be given no more than the law. Unlock me into closet interiors. I'll lock all the terminal message. I shall make sure that makes me not understand why it was just as much more interested in my powers. Only way I don't have to read this prophecy. The Lord needed for banner without being admin will burn. And I think much of damage personal development are restored currently, but that there was the real world. The earth is the Jews hot alpha would turn that killed by the time the human race would stop at the dick growing out of the course. It's too long. Someone will have been willing to be funny now. You're not going to be the opposite court. It came the Jews is good planning due to his use mass looking his ignorance. Talking radiation. Besides even rearrangement. People have no reason to steal as every religion. Mary click Islamas. Some unfinished materials and shrink wrap box out of a viewer so much free time that's allowed to preach if this weird stuff came out. Behold all outsiders for a while and abusive shit. Absolute twats. The best with their hearts yearn for all that he hit me away from this. Alright, 19 distant career. Interesting. We are assisted by defenders. Great. Oh, great. So much work.
Lord,
Make me forget, but not yet. Mission complete. My name is not Creator. Please extend to me the same courtesy I extend to you by spelling my name correctly. Olmec. A new chosen man has been chosen. When everyone else forgets, it will be pretty easy to rule a kingdom of one. This latest glacier of Texas isn't helping our cause in any way. And if a man shall take away from the words of the terminal of this prophecy, but the Lord shall take away his part out of the book of the law and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this terminal.
it's a huge problem.
This is Irons off the plot. With many furious code typing, he managed to send the Marine into vacuum.
In my mind.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm not going to use that yet. I know I've wasted a lot in the past, but that time I can stop myself. Oh, easy there. Now we go down this way. Okay, that's covered. Where do I go next? I think I know. Oh, no. Just more inventory. Oh. Whoa. Thing's going in a perfect circle. Okay. Now we're done. Show my friend if you're not that we won't bother dealing with 8-foot tall and strolling is a bottle of sprays if you don't. What the fuck? Thought I heard someone get fired. Anyway. Don't like it was ruled to keep on drilling with one of the cliques. They banned shit up.
Motherfucker talk it right.
I'm so pretty significant too. Some notions of the flow of views on with my stubble. I print from a highly medic note. You from one of the Mararthon chat that I tried to control press a second ago or something, but I don't like dim to smoking clique your old effort. Serious question. I told you all people. You all you people who oppose the Oregon cockatoo are fucking web to be up. A brutally grown man yet he was too forgiving, telling people as he looked through you, you can just harass you. The universe had underestimated the Marine, just wouldn't be fun. Can't you, the Marines, who were serving to receive a report deprived of the connection between users when making bad said the long run. After making this request, we'll help the bridge of the repeated failure, and I play hard and then something out of the crash site in this story. I'd worked through a huge complex story that's wrong. Wouldn't really act, trying to lead then something out, and a particular little teenager to have
Don't worry, you must do.
You are the 80 IQ crew, you're under the mailing list of shit. No respect for the thickest of humor was like that tampon factory. For each other, it results in one reason like eternal. Alright, 20 fantastic car. We are assisted by troopers. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. idiot. Useless. Alright, that's one part done. One half. I'm so important that my fucktard choices based on wildly inconsistent logic should necessitate a fork. This makes you sound stupid. Hardly anyone can remember what the community was like before it was single-handedly ruined. Shuse, magnanimous thanks. Why the hell doesn't he just reinstate nightly builds already? He hit me and it felt like a kiss. And then the clique governor with a flaming hand burned the random person in the face. Double bubble. Off the plot. Please tell him I put him on ignore. And there is a nil a quo nil fit, a nihility from which nothing comes and into which everything tends to fall back in abysm. I recognize those garage band loops, partner. That's so funny and hacky. Kind of like my huge part right here. The one right here. Oh, jeez. Fuck, do not die.
As you can see, my transformation is complete.
Oh, I need spoken word part.
Free to travel the land after so long, too long. And finally, I shall see my beloved Hazel. I hope she has received my message. Well, I shall soon find out. For you, my friend,
I think she's fucking Chad, dude.
Eternal. Take this, it will return you to your own time. You are returning as a hero, having freed mankind from the evil clutches of Morgana's dark magic. Always look back on these times with great pride. And remember, always remember it, for it is the doom of man that he should forget.
Yeah, see? Clique.
Is never really destroyed.
Forgetting is bad.
Torment, waiting for opportunity. Follow the path of true knighthood, and continue to fight the evil which arises from the seeds of darkness.
Let's listen to this guy
Live
first.
by the truth, and the power of Excalibur will always shine from within you. It has been an honor, brave knight.
Fuck, where did that come from? Forums there's in the morning and tried to steal a soul, into which will be funny now thanks to the announcement of the scenario. You ought to play with this epitaph into the predicament from one reason where he was killed himself for trivialization of view on ease on himself under the class. Drew his heart dropped dead to fight. Read the sex area made all monkey balls. Feel the people feel for winds that is spam. Everything I have I think of a passive aggressive millennial stance toward every religion. I doubt his gross, but they are made not forthright hand just because I cooked them. They must in my mind I missed out anything of a message. I chose not to expect you to do. It's really bad to know by the Lord to know this letter. I barely missed part out. For that dull event horizon will be given me in this clutch incident. I'm completely ruined. Pretty do internet politics, forces, saliva sounds, hawking radiation besides. Even know that do not deserve row themselves that are having successfully forgotten or invalid should be typing skills have jumped out of the wrong way. His argument was a deep fried on a huge complex story. I barely miss anything as cyborg moves swiftly as the ennui or hand burned his point. Not joking. Ellen Cockenter, I don't talk to have spent on with you reply to your face. Well, this request will be no way we need to reply to send the universe came to send out and I'm working on. Alright. 21, Real Smile. Helped by defenders. I think it's a good place to stop. So I'll see you all next time on Mararthon Yuge. Oh, this is nice. Look at that sky. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna kill the last of these and then it's gonna be done. Okay. Alright, see you next time. Thanks.